Today we play Bastiodon with Ultra Beasts. Bastiodon has always been one of my favorite fossil Pokemon. Its ability, Guarded Grill, has you flip a coin whenever Bastiodon is attacked, even while on the bench. If it rolls heads, it reduces the damage of the attack by 100. Not only that, the Bastiodon has 160 HP, so the opponent almost always has to attack it twice, giving you at least 2 coin flips. But then, every time you roll heads, they're almost guaranteed to have to attack one more time, potentially buying you a lot of time to build a second Bastiodon. Historically, Bastiodon's best deck used to be pairing it with Skarmory, since it guaranteed you would start with Skarmory every match for some strong early aggression, while it bought you time to build Bastiodon on the bench. But with the release of Rare Candy, Skarmory can't reliably buy you as much time anymore, and this deck has become less consistent. Enter Celesteela and the Ultra Beasts. Celesteela's ability, Ultra Thrusters, lets you move any Ultra Beast to the active spot once per turn. Because all Ultra Beasts are basic Pokemon with a lot of HP, they can tank hundreds of damage, giving you time to do just about anything else you want. But what makes this amazingly fun and effective is combining Celesteela with Ilima. Need to tank more damage to buy yourself more time? Ilima. Need to retreat your Celesteela to let Bastiodon start attacking? Ilima. Need a Pokemon in hand to use Pokemon communication? Ilima. I absolutely love this combo, and this is what makes this deck so fun to play for me. But ultimately, Bastiodon alone doesn't deal a lot of damage, even though it buys you quite a few more turns to allocate more energy elsewhere. This is why I wanted a proper finisher in this deck. Initially, my go-to was actually Aggron, but Aggron added a lot of inconsistency here, and starting a match with Darren felt absolutely awful. So the final touch in this deck was replacing Aggron with Rayquaza EX. Rayquaza EX deals decent damage, but what truly makes this card shine here is the fact that it can also be targeted by Ilima as well. Started the match with Rayquaza and you don't want to lose 2 points? Ilima. Your opponent tries to trap it with Sabrina while you can't retreat it? Ilima. In today's deck, we tank all the damage. This deck may seem too ambitious in terms of energy needs, since you need at least 7 energy to enable both Bastiodon and Rayquaza. And well, it kinda is. But the combination of Ultra Beasts, Ilima, and Bastiodon somehow make this work well enough. Despite relying a lot on Ultra Beasts, we don't run Luzamin here, because you don't really want to attack with the Ultra Beasts, just to tank damage while you'd ramp something else on the bench. Although in some rare occasions, you may need to attack with them anyway. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like. As a new channel, any support is very appreciated. I make fun of meta decks regularly played in ranked, so if that's your thing, consider subscribing as well. I also take deck requests. Is there any card you'd like me to play? Let me know in the comments and I'll build a deck around it. With that said, check this deck out in action and enjoy the games. Okay, against Skarmory. No research, no Pokeballs, no Ultra Beasts, and no fossils. And no Ilimas. So this doesn't look good at all. Okay, there's a Pokeball, which maybe is something we can use. Second Celesteela, so not really. Yeah. Maybe Celesteela can one-shot a Skarmory, I suppose. But we never really want to put energy on Celesteelas, pretty much ever, with this deck. Okay, Iono could help us a lot. They only had 1 card, so it's kinda nuts that we are breaking so hard and they go ahead and help us. But I'll take it. Okay. Armor Fossil, we already wasted 1 energy, but maybe, just maybe, it's not too late. I'm gonna go ahead and play the Rayquaza as well. Start powering up the Fossil. I'm gonna try to tank another 50 damage here from Skarmory. Since their Solgaleo isn't ready, and I could Ilima 20 HP Celesteela. But yeah, this energy was completely wasted unfortunately, but we still need a rare candy. Okay, research is a great pickup. And there's a rare candy, fantastic. So there's a chance they just go in with Solgaleo now and one-shot the Celesteela. But yeah, unfortunately, so they do have the Solgaleo. I was gonna say, unfortunately, we don't have the Guzma to remove this Poison Barb, which would actually be quite annoying. I'm gonna go ahead with Rayquaza actually, because then he'll retreat, he'll come in with Solgaleo. I was guaranteed to lose a Pokemon there, but now I can tank 120 for free. Even dealing 10 to Solgaleo. So yeah, let's go ahead and retreat this. Come in with that. Maybe we don't even play the Rayquaza again, because there's a chance I can top deck another fossil and I can start building the second Bastiodon. Now I can even tank this Solgaleo completely. Whether we roll heads or not, it would go down to 80. So, okay, we do take 50. Now I kind of want to see Guzma, but that's alright. Let's go ahead with research. You get the fossil and the Guzma. So I am gonna go ahead and start building the second fossil. And hope we roll heads again that we roll heads this time at least. We do get poisoned, but that's alright. It's better than not attacking, at least. But yeah, rolling heads last turn would have been huge, but I guess this turn it's even huger, so to speak. Okay, they have a cape, but we just need to roll heads. And we lose that. Okay, so that's actually huge. Let's go ahead with this Celesteela. I don't really want it. Okay. But we do have the rare candy. Now I can play this. Now the question is, do I just sacrifice the Celesteela to prevent this Bastiodon from being attacked this turn? Nah, I just retreat this turn. Because, yeah, I mean, we would have guaranteed knockout on this Solgaleo next turn. Which could maybe ultimately win us the game, even if we lose Celesteela here. Yeah, so I actually prefer this. I prefer to sacrifice the Celesteela instead of going in with Bastiodon, because I want to preserve health from Bastiodon, not doing the coin flip this turn. This will also help me play around Sabrina. Yeah, you know what? This is fine, because now we take out the Skarmory, and then with Guzma, we win the game. Right? There is nothing they can do. I'm even gonna play the Giant Cape here as well. Potentially show them that both of them can survive Solgaleo. We just had Bank, take this out. Now they don't even have energy on Solgaleo, so no, that was a horrible play. But to be fair, the Solgaleo was going down either way unless they had Lily. We can even take a 2-for-1 here with Guzma. And that is game. Take Guzma here. And bye-bye Solgaleo. We headbang to victory. Okay, going first. I'm gonna put Celesteela in the active spot, just pass, seeing what I play. Then I can just kinda play everything else. So it is a Pikachu EX. I'm not really too threatened by that, but let's see. So another Celesteela. I'm just gonna do this. They might get another basic and then X-Speed to attack Celesteela. Like Tapu Koko, yes. So this will enable Celesteela. And at this rate, I'm just gonna go straight for Bastiodon. No point in putting energy on Stakataka. And I'll probably play the second Celesteela as well, so that I can tank a little bit more damage. Oh yeah, I forgot these guys were weak to lightning. So I can kind of just do this. This is kind of the best I can do right now. Maybe they use Cyrus, which I'm okay with. So a Raichu and a Pikachu EX, which is quite interesting. So it's a full EX deck. So yeah, unfortunately, we don't really have that much yet, other than hope we get the rare candy. But I'm gonna go ahead and recycle that Ilima because it wouldn't do anything in that state. And I get rid of one card in my hand. Although with Iono, yeah, I would rather just have kept it. But we still don't have the rare candy. Now we lost the second Ilima, so even if we got the rare candy, we wouldn't be able to retreat it. Okay, so we did get it. I'm gonna do this. Tank one more hit from this, I suppose. It's not ideal, but now I kind of have nothing but hope that I get the Ilima. Okay, so they do free us from one of our Pokemon, and we can put Bastiodon in the front. Now Raichu can hit us hard. Maybe we start investing in the second fossil. Or we can go straight for Rayquaza. Although Rayquaza is also weak to lightning, and it goes down to quite a lot of things. So at this rate, I would rather put my hopes more on the second Bastiodon. In a best case scenario, between the two Bastiodons, we could even buy enough time to also build Rayquaza. That's, a little too hopeful, but let's see. And we prevent 100, beautiful. We still take 50, which is quite a lot. So I could try to go for Mars. I don't think I should yet. And I have an Ilima and a Bastiodon very soon. So we do go down here. Now, I either have to hope to top deck Bastiodon or the Ilima. I think Celesteela might buy me another turn. And I do get the Bastiodon. But it's a little late. Not really what I want to see here. When I don't have the Ilima now. I'm gonna go with this. And now I really have to top deck the Ilima. This is because... Oh, I thought I had used the communication. So actually, if I had top decked the communication, I could have communicated the Rayquaza as well to get the Bastiodon. Maybe that would have given me enough time. But now I do lose because of Ilima. Okay, we go first with Research, Celesteela, Fossil. There's quite a few nice tools in here. I'm gonna try to preemptively put the Cape here just to play around red card, because we already have the rare candy and the Ilima and I don't want to lose these two pieces. But yeah, maybe I should have put it on Bastiodon actually. The Cape would only matter if they had... Okay, so this is really bad then. Now I need any Pokemon. I need to communicate to get the Bastiodon. That'll have to do. So I have 50-50 of Bastiodon. And we lose it, which is really bad. So we have to discard this, tank a hit with this Celesteela. And unfortunately, didn't have any other basics there. So we already lost the chance of ramping Bastiodon. Would they retreat? Maybe. After playing the Cape, maybe not. Though we do have the Kuzma. And now we get the Bastiodon. So that hurts. I think I'm gonna go for a Ilima while I continue ramping the one in the back, which is now in the front, but will go in the back again. So let's try this. The next turn we can try 50-50 with Kuzma to take that down, but we still go down to Tapu Koko relatively quickly. Very quickly, really. So yeah, now it's a bit too late to start investing into something else. You're probably giving me a better hand though. Although I lose my Guzma, so maybe not. But I get another Fossil, and I get the Stakataka. So I could go with Ilima again, just to try to buy even more time. I kind of like that, honestly. But I don't think I should just yet. I'm just gonna put Stakataka in the front. Tank maybe 2 hits from that, or force him to retreat and lose 1 energy. I'm gonna start ramping the Fossil. Maybe we get Guzma and then I'll consider... That's fine. Maybe I'll consider putting another energy on Celesteela if we get the Guzma, and we try the 50-50 on Zeraora anyway. But at this point they might as well just retreat to Tapu Koko. So I'm gonna still try to tank a couple of more hits, because we lost a lot of tempo there. So I'm gonna try the 50-50 after all. Potentially tank a hit here. They already used the Cyrus, so maybe this Celesteela may be safe in the back. And we win this, so Zeraora goes down, we get ourselves a point. Still have to contend against the Tapu Koko though, which is really bad. We also have 2 rare candies in the bottom 6 and also another research. So we have a chance here to evolve the fossil. Maybe I should just try to hit it for 100 and sacrifice Celesteela anyway. No, but then I can't really retreat it. But if they have Sabrina, I'm kinda screwed. Unless I drop top deck Rayquaza. But they already used Sabrina and Cyrus, so would they have another? I don't think so. Just gonna try to go for this. Now tank a hit with Stakataka. Hope we top deck a rare candy. And then we can go in with Bastiodon. So they do have another Sabrina. So now we will be tanking this hit with Rayquaza instead. Let's see if we top deck the rare candy. If we don't, I think we have to sacrifice the Celesteela. Okay, we do not, but we almost definitely have the rare candy now with this research. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bet on it. Right, we draw a card, we get 3 cards, and then we have 2 candies, so it's guaranteed candy with research. Gonna finish powering up the bets. We get the heads here, which is also huge. So now they actually lose if they keep the Koko here in the active spot. I don't think they can heal it enough because I'm hitting for 80 next turn. And Oricorio doesn't really do much, it just delays the inevitable. But yeah, they retreat to Oricorio, take down the Celesteela. We go in with Bastiodon, take out the Oricorio. And then they lose. Unless they have a lot more healing, like a cape and a potion. Okay. Do they have second potion or second cape? Doesn't look like it. Do they retreat anyway? And that's game. Unbelievably, we won that even though we started with the Celesteela, which we never want to start with. We put 3 energy on Celesteela. This deck doesn't want to put any energy on Celesteela at all. So this was amazing. There's the rare candy. We evolve this. And that's game. Incredible. Ilima's doing a lot of work there. That's why I love them here. Okay, going second, Celesteela, Armor Fossil, and Ilima with research. I quite like this hand. Against Mewtwo, EX. Also a rare sight. So Bastiodon actually survives a hit from that, even rolling tails. Okay, so fortunately we go second. They already played 3 great cards and a communication to get routes, probably. Okay, Giratina, but they probably still play Gardevoir, right? Or maybe it's a Lunala. Okay, Pokeball, Bastiodon, that's really good. Rayquaza, which I also quite appreciate as a counter to Sabrina. I'm gonna start powering up the Bastiodon. Double Ilima is quite nice, I like to see it. Although I don't survive a hit from Giratina, so maybe I'll need the Giant Cape. Or to just sacrifice the Celesteela. So let's go straight for Bastiodon. And there it is. Our Bastiodon is ready, they can't attack yet this turn. Unless they attack with Mewtwo, would they do that? Giratina Mewtwo was actually a super fun deck. Back in the day, I used to play it. Oh, if they have Lunala, this could be a big issue. I'm gonna go straight in with the Bastiodon. Don't necessarily need to replace Celesteela, but I am. Because of Sabrina and Lunala, potentially they could do some serious damage by taking out my Rayquaza. Yeah, they do have the Lunala. So they can deal 150 though, but that's not really enough, and Mewtwo would go down if they do that. They would lose all energy, and so they pretty much lose the game as well as a consequence. So this is not great for them. I'm gonna start building the Rayquaza as well. So another Giratina. This is all kind of awkward. They do go with the side drive. If I roll heads, this is a nightmare for them. Now I barely take any damage. This Mewtwo goes down. They are out of energy. And they are screwed, kinda. Right? With Mewtwo and Lunala, they can... Sorry, with Giratina and Lunala, they can still generate energy quite rapidly and transfer it to anything they want. This Giratina can tank some hits. So originally I had a Cyrus in here before I added the Rayquaza. And Cyrus can be good with Bastiodon because Bastiodon doesn't hit for a lot. And so if any of these EXs try to retreat, you kind of just go after them. But I think at this rate, maybe I should Mars here. But I don't really want to Mars yet. They have 0 points, they only have 4 cards. So if they win the coin flip, they can take down the Bastiodon. But even then, they only get 1 point. Then again, Rayquaza doesn't necessarily knock out the Giratina, but also Giratina doesn't also necessarily knock out the Rayquaza either. Oh, they go with Leaf, probably into the other Giratina? No, into a Jinx. Surprisingly, how much damage does this deal? 60 plus 30? So that's not really enough. And they miss out on the Giratina attack, and we knock it out in 1 hit. I'm still quite happy with this outcome. And they concede right here.